everyone, my name's Kelly. I'm one of the physios in the mainstream schools team, and this week's Friday challenge is all about yoga. Your challenge this week is to learn and try some yoga poses. The mainstream physios are going to give you some ideas to try. There's some for all levels of ability, so some in lying, some in sitting and some in standing. What you need to do is find a nice safe environment, get your family members to help you if you need to, and also get them to join in. Kate, one of the other physios, is going to talk to us about why yoga is so good for us. So let us know how you get on with the challenge and good luck.
The very beginnings of yoga were developed in the north of India over 5,000 years ago. The word yoga was first mentioned in the oldest sacred text, the Rig Veda. The Vedas were a collection of texts, songs, mantras, and rituals, and from these beginnings, our current yoga practice was slowly defined. There are many different types of yoga, known as practices. Our poses were mainly taken from Hatha yoga, but you will recognise them if you have tried a different yoga style too. Yoga at its core is for everybody, regardless of age or physical ability. It is often thought to be the exercise practice of those who are very strong and flexible, and this is not true. Yoga can be a time just to be still in a really simple pose, like lying on your mat, pretending to fly. Yoga increases our flexibility, our muscle strength and tone. It improves our balance and helps us develop strong bones. Yoga helps us to focus, and it can help us cope with pain. When we are lying on our mats, pretending to fly, we learn to breathe properly too. Now we know a little bit more, let's yoga!
Tadasana, or mountain pose. Stand with your feet hip distance apart. Feel your feet, lift and spread the toes, then lower them back down and connect with the ground. Open up your chest. Imagine a helium balloon lifting you off the floor. Let your collarbones smile wide and gently squeeze your shoulder blades together. Gently let the palm of your hands face forwards. Well done, you're in mountain pose. The mountain pose is the starting point for all of our standing poses.
Tree pose, Sukhasana. Start in mountain pose and find your drishti. This means your balance. Focus on a point to help you keep your balance. Shift your weight onto your left foot. Press down through the whole of your foot. Then place your right foot on the inside of your left leg, either above or below your knee joint. Lower down is a little bit easier. Your right knee will point out to the side. Press your right foot into your left leg and feel your left leg press back. Squeeze your tummy muscles to help you balance. You can bring your hands in front of you with your palms together, or you can lift your hands up to the ceiling, which is a little bit harder. Slowly breathe in and out while you stay in tree pose. How long can you hold the tree pose for? Now have a go on the other leg. I bet one is easier than the other.
Konasana. Start in mountain pose. Slowly bend your knees and push your hips backwards as if you were going to sit down onto a chair. Squeeze your tummy muscles in as you do this. Raise your arms up to your ears, but try to keep your shoulders relaxed. Try and reach higher as you hold the chair pose. You should be able to see your toes. If you can't, stand up and try again, really thinking about moving your hips backwards and not your knees forwards. Awesome, you're in chair pose. Can you hold this while you slowly breathe in and out 10 times?
Warrior One pose, Balasana 1. Start in mountain pose. Step your left foot back, point your toes slightly out and make sure your feet are hip distance apart. Then press down into both feet so you feel strong and steady. Put your hands onto your hips, pointing them forwards. Slowly bend your right knee, press down through both feet so you keep your balance. And then squeeze your tummy muscles and slowly lift your arms up to your ears. Reach for the sky. See if you can hold the Warrior One for 5 breaths in and 5 breaths out. Well done. Now try it on the other side.
Virabhadrasana 2, or Warrior 2 pose. Start in mountain pose. Step your left foot back and point your toes slightly out. Make sure your feet are hip distance apart. Raise your arms parallel to the floor. Slowly bend your right knee and press down through both feet so that you keep your balance with your left leg straight. Squeeze your tummy muscles and look along your arm towards your right hand. See if you can hold the warrior pose 2 for 5 breaths in and out. Now try it on the other side.
Warrior 3 pose, Virabhadrasana 3. Start in mountain pose. Step your left foot back and bend your right knee. Press down into your right foot. Squeeze your tummy muscles as you bend at your hips, reach forwards with your arms and slowly lift your left leg up into the air behind you. Your arms reaching out in front of you help you to keep your balance. Then slowly straighten your right leg. Keep reaching forwards with your arms, pressing through your right foot and keep that left leg lifted high. See if you can hold the warrior 3 for 5 breaths in and 5 breaths out. Now try it on the other side.
Adho Mukha Svanasana, or downward facing dog pose. Start on your hands and knees. Move your hands slightly in front of your shoulders and spread your fingers out. Roll your arms forward as you tuck your toes under. Squeeze your tummy muscles and push through your hands, lifting your hips up slowly, straightening your legs so that you are in an upside down V shape. Don't worry if your heels don't touch the floor, or if, like me, you have a little bend in your knees. Try taking your dog for a walk once you're in the pose by bending and straightening your legs one at a time.
Sukhasana, or easy pose. You sit on the floor with your sitting bones on a folded blanket or a small firm cushion. Cross your legs and try to bring each foot underneath the opposite knee. Press down into your sitting bones and grow tall through your spine. Place your hands on your knees with your palms facing up or down. See if you can do this with your legs crossed each way.
Madhyasana, or cat pose. Start on your hands and knees. Slowly arch your back up, looking down towards your knees, pulling your tummy in. Press through your hands, spreading your fingertips so that you feel the stretch through the back of your body. When you've learnt our next pose, the cow pose, see if you can link these two together.
Balasana, cow pose. Start on your hands and knees. Slowly let your tummy sink to the floor, lifting your chest up with your bottom sticking up into the air and you looking up to the sky. See if you can move from the cat to the cow and back again. Keep your movements very slow and breathe as you move.
Upavista Konasana, or wide angle seated forward bend. Sit on the floor with your legs wide apart. You may need to sit on a small cushion or folded towel to be comfortable. Keep your knees and toes pointing up to the ceiling. Slowly bend forwards from the hips. Place your hands on the floor and you can try and slowly walk them forwards. Keep your spine long as you walk your hands forwards. Don't worry if you can't get them very far. Once you are in this position, try and hold it for 5 breaths in and out.
Sphinx pose, Shalamba Bhujangasana. Lie down on your front, resting on your forearms with your shoulders over your elbows and your palms pressed down into the floor. Press down into your forearms as you lift and lengthen your head, neck and chest up.
Ananda Balasana, or happy baby pose. Lie on your back with your knees bent into your chest. Hold the inside of your feet and your knees will open out. Using your hands, bring your feet towards your shoulders so your ankles are over your knees. Your knees will be bent. Slowly push your feet into your hands and at the same time pull down with your hands. Make sure your head is supported on a cushion if you can't keep it relaxed on the floor. How long can you hold the pose for?
Setu Baddha Sarvangasana, bridge pose. Lying on your back with your feet flat on the floor and your knees bent, you can either place your arms on the floor or point your hands to the ceiling with your elbows bent at 90 degrees. Press the back of your shoulders and your feet into the floor and lift your hips up into bridge. Press down through your feet, keeping your hips lifted, and try and hold the bridge for 5 slow breaths in and 5 slow breaths out.
Paripurna Navasana, or boat pose. Sit with your knees bent and your feet on the floor. Put your hands behind your knees. Hip back and lift your feet up level with your knees. You'll be a bit like a V shape. Hold this position as you let go of your legs and straighten your arms out so they are parallel to the floor. If you can straighten your legs up to the ceiling, this makes it much harder. How many breaths in and out can you do in this pose?
Child's pose, Balasana. Sit down on your heels with your knees slightly wider than your feet and bring your head slowly down to the floor. You can either stretch your arms out in front of you, rest your arms by your sides, or bring your hands underneath your forehead. This is a resting pose to help stretch your back. Slowly breathe in and out while in the child's pose, Balasana.
We hope you enjoyed our yoga challenge. We'd love to see what you can do. Send us your pics. And remember, stay home, stay safe, stay active